Welcome and welcome back to the Metro Icon Podcast, y'all. And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm the host, Shawn Kay the Showman of Do It All Entertainment and DIA Media, to bring you this podcast episode. And it's a very, very special one. But before I go into that, I'll let you guys know that, as always, the Library Bar is the full resident spot to catch me at every single week, where on the first and third Tuesdays of the month, we have the live podcast party with On Air Don't Care, where me and my guy, Blue Label Johnny, lay down our explosive dynamic in a live interaction show where, outside of the off-the-wall topics of discussion, we bring on people who sign up for an interview slot to discuss anything they would like to engage with us about or just plug up the things they got going on in their lives. We're the only ones doing this anywhere. So if you want to see what it's about, showcase yourself and catch us at the Library Bar, hosting the live podcast party with On Air Don't Care every first and third Tuesday of the month. The last few shows that we've been doing has been just getting explosive every single time. So please do not miss out. But then, of course, every Tuesday it does flip, where the second and fourth Tuesdays of the month, I am hosting the karaoke and open mic for everyone to come have fun and showcase any original material, whether it's comedy, music, or whatever. And we put on a talent showcase every other month from the amazing talents that come through. So tonight, actually, as I record this intro, tonight is our first ever talent showcase at the Library Bar. It is a free show. The first one's very free, but if you want to try and be on the next talent showcase in May, make sure you guys are coming through for the karaoke open mic or for the live podcast party to possibly be featured with your original talents. And of course, you know that I got various shows I'm doing all around DFW, from comedy to DJing. As I mentioned, I have the first talent showcase at the Library Bar tonight. The best of some comedians and amazing singers that are coming through, and I'm going to run some karaoke afterwards. But then this Friday, I'll be DJing at the Library Bar, Friday, March 24th, from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. But the big one we got coming up, y'all, the Do It All Comedy Jam, Friday, March 31st, where I'll be hosting and presenting the entire show alongside with my number one homie in the game, DJ Illis. If you guys don't know, he's the official Chicago Bulls DJ. He was just featured on season 17 of America's Got Talent. So make sure you guys get your tickets on pre-Kindle right now for the Do It All Comedy Jam. I have a sick lineup of comedians. I got some special performances that are going to be coming through. And then we have the after party right after the show is over, right down the street at Bloom Nightclub, where DJ Illis is throwing down from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. So do not miss out. Next Friday, March 31st, the Do It All Comedy Jam after party at Bloom with myself, Shawn Kay the Showman, and DJ Illis. The Do It All duo is coming to Dallas, y'all. But just make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram at Shawn Kay Do It All to get the announcement of all upcoming shows and events to check out. And of course, you know these episodes would be nothing without our incredible sponsors, starting with our number one, InsiderCloth.com, which is the last microfiber cloth you will ever need. Y'all have these habits of using your clothes and stuff to be able to wipe off the grime off your screens or your glasses, but you guys have no idea that you can lessen the quality of those glass surfaces. With Insider Cloth, it is that innovative solution that's so easy to apply. I even have it on the bottom of my Showman shirt right here. But all you got to do is peel off the back, push it on your clothes, and iron on the inside of your shirt. Go to InsiderCloth.com, apply the promo code DIACloth, that's DIACLOTH, to receive 10% off your next order. This is the best kept secret. Keep the habit, change the fabric with Insider Cloth, y'all. And then, of course, I got to talk about my boy Teddy Johnson of D&K Contracting, the do-it-all of contractor work for your next home restoration project or that insurance claim that you need to work out, y'all, especially with all these new regulations that are in the state of Texas for those insurance repairs for your home. This is the guy that's going to literally take away your biggest headaches to get that job done, and he's going to give you the best return of result. Trust me on this, y'all. So make sure you guys just email him and just get a free consultation. Talk to the guy. Email him at TeddyJ, that's TEDDYJ.DKcontracting@gmail.com, and you'll see why every single person that works with Teddy always goes back and tells their whole network who's the guy to go to. And of course, whether it's your next live event or your live media production, I got you fully covered. Hit up Do It All Entertainment for your next live event package and DIA Media for your live media production package. You get you fully covered, and you can get up to $150 off your next contract package. This is a very special episode, y'all, because I didn't think I was going to interview this person, but it was my birthday weekend when we recorded this episode, and I had mi amor, the future Mrs. K, Pilar Rodriguez, on the show, and I decided to have a very, very special episode with her. And then, of course, my homie Blue Label Johnny was running the producer game in the back, but he comes on for a segment to have a little interview for himself. So go ahead, turn your speakers up, get live. This is my episode with mi amor, Pilar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special episode of the Metro Icon Podcast, where we do what? We talk about the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it. And this is a very special icon we have in the house today, because this icon holds a very special place in my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a prominent traffic director and radio personality and radio on-air producer for La Raza Radio in northern Indiana, and she is also the owner of Sonar de Pilar, an amazing, world-renowned audio recording, vocal acting for English and Spanish audio, and the love of my life and the future Mrs. K. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Pilar Rodriguez in the house. The wifey made it for the birthday episode. That's right. Today is my birthday, and
Today is your birthday.
Today is my birthday, and she came in town, and I got not only my love of my life here, but I also have my new love of my life sitting in the back. BLJ, I love you, and I love you, and cheers. It was people I would no rather be with on my birthday. Cheers to all of you. Thank you guys so much. How you feeling, baby? You feeling nervous? Because I know you usually are used to conducting radio.
Spanish, yeah.
In Spanish,
In
too.
Spanish.
Because English is your second language.
I'm okay, I think.
No, you do really good.
Fine.
Muy bien.
If I get stuck out, then I'll just say, ¿Cómo
What?
se dice? And then
Como
I
se
know you're
dice?
gonna
And I
help
say
me.
claro. That's what we do. That's what we do all the time, right?
We'll just move on forward,
Yeah,
okay? Next
exactly.
question.
Yeah,
Yep.
we just keep moving forward.
Yep.
But if you wanted to say it in Spanish too, if it's easier to say in Spanish, then
I could.
You could.
Yeah,
We can work it through. But happy we're able to do this. To be honest, I didn't even think I wanted to do a Metro Icon episode with you. I figured if we,
Why?
I figured if you and I did like a podcast episode, it would be something like based way more on like our relationship and all that kind of stuff. Because you listen to all my episodes.
I do. I'm a fan.
You're not, but you're my number one fan, and that's why I love you. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a Metro Icon episode with you, just because.
Why?
It was, this is for me to like get to know people in a sense, and then talk about their journey within the game that they're in. But you also do have a story, and I was like, you know what, this would be a really good episode to do, just to kind of maybe get a little bit of a look into our live dynamic, and just this is a cool little experiment. You and I have never communicated in this forum with my voice penetrating through your earlobes as strongly as it is, and vice versa. So I know we shouldn't be talking about penetrating this weekend. It just too much imagery. Is it too much imagery?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah. Make sure we switch back on the camera to show her shyness, just like her freaking. How was the flight in? Was it good?
Oh, no.
No, it was
It
terrible.
was terrible.
Yes, I picked you up last night
Terrible.
at 3:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And what did I do? How did I pick you up, babe?
It was beautiful. You always surprise me.
Mm.
You always surprise me.
Oh, what happened?
You were just standing there waiting for me. You had a sign on, and then you had the chicken and rice just waiting for us.
What'd the sign say?
Looking for my future wife, so I can eat this chicken and rice.
Or to share this chicken and rice with, I was gonna share it.
And you know what? As I was, I was just looking for the door so I could just,
Because you thought I was
get
outside.
to
You thought I was outside.
I thought you were outside in your car.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting you to be there. You know?
Yeah. And
So cute.
yep. And then I had to literally say out loud in the terminal gate E33 baggage claim.
I'm so sorry. I'm very mad at myself.
I was like, I'm like trying to stand taller so she can like see me like standing
Maybe
there.
I was just looking for the door.
And then-
I just wanted
and
to
then I
get
was
out
like,
of there. Yep.
And she's still saying, and I'm like, excuse me, Pilar. Excuse me,
I'm
Pilar.
sorry, babe. I'm sorry.
And then she still walked out the door, and I'm like,
I was just looking
I'm
at
like,
the door.
ladies and gentlemen, that's my fiance just blowing right past me, and I got laughs. That felt really good because I got laughs from like everybody waiting, and I know that first off, you're flying Spirit Airlines.
That was my first time flying in that airline.
You know, you've been trying to not fly Spirit.
No.
Standing room only.
Yeah, and, she's been trying for so long not to fly Spirit because how much shit I talk about Spirit, right? And then I'm like, no, now you have to fly Spirit. You have to experience it once, you know?
The bus of the skies.
Yeah. Not even the bus of the skies. It's like the spoiled banana that's like floating.
A girl puked in the plane. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, though, it makes sense.
I saw it happening. Oh, my God.
If you think about it, though, this was a 3-hour delayed Spirit Airlines flight. I'm sure there was much drinking that was happening before people got on this flight, you
I
know?
will say, I mean, other than crappy seats and whatever, you know, I've always been on time with Spirit. They always got me to my destination and for cheap. So, I mean,
I still hate them. I hate them.
can't
I will
talk
fly
to
them,
you
though.
about
Like, if there's like, yo, I got to get somewhere and I need to get it for a bang for my buck, it's like, okay, I'll stay uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But I've done it. Spirit has literally. I honestly think they don't even. They fill maybe half tank. It's like their planes are somewhat hybrid. It's like they use half gasoline, and then the other half is the literal Spirit they drain from their passengers to fuel the plane and get them to fly. That's how I think this fucking airline operates. But either way, you made it, and
made it.
that was the biggest thing because every year for my birthday, I always feel like something happens.
That's how I feel about my birthday.
Yeah, and I feel like that every year for my birthday, something negative happens. Last 2 years, snow. Well, my first
Your
one
first year
was
here,
the
right?
worst snowpocalypse in Texas history. Where
it was your fault. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. It was me. I brought it. It was honestly that's literally what it was. Chicago missed me so much that it actually came to visit me and surprise me on my first birthday in Texas. They're like, you don't know what you missing. Feel this, like, you know, because Texas was not, because that was also the year my first birthday in Texas. That was the year that the snowpocalypse was so bad that 80% of Texas power was gone, and
It was very bad.
they were doing rolling blackouts. So it was just like there's only like they said I think like 3 or 4% of neighborhoods around Texas that actually had like power full time.
Wow.
But other than that, they were doing rolling blackouts and stuff because the
Terrible.
energy grid is here. But you're gonna be moving here in a couple months.
Yay,
So
yeah.
she's gonna be moving here in a couple months, and I'm excited
wait.
because
I
we're
cannot
gonna
wait.
we're gonna bring your 3 beautiful little
Babies.
niños
Mm-hmm.
here, and Emiliano, Billy, and Elisa. Maybe we can just say this clip so they can hear their voice being like, "They said my name in a YouTube video." That's what they'd get very excited about small things.
They get so the first time they noticed that you were on YouTube. Shawn is on YouTube. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's Billy, which is like her middle daughter's name.
That's my rock star. Yeah.
She's her little rock star. She's the one with the most dramatics for sure. But you know, she's got so much character, and she always asks me. She thinks I'm famous. John, you'll get a kick out of this. She'll like ask me all the time, like, "Do you know Ariana Grande?"
Oh, you
and I'm
remember
like,
that?
Yep,
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
It's so
Like, I
funny.
know every single person she asks, "Do you know this famous person?" Yes, I know this famous person, every single one. So I'm looking forward to us building a life together so that I can unveil all these disappointments that I don't know anybody and I'm no one. You know, she'll just really get to know it. But no, I'm excited for that life. And what, babe, do you think that you're going to like step back into the world of radio when you move to Texas? Are you trying to do that?
I
Or
don't know. I mean, I just love the radio world.
you've been living in it for over a decade,
Yep,
for over what, 13 years?
13 years.
13 years for you, yeah. So I know that the team at La Raza is going to be very, very sad. But yeah. So that I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm definitely curious.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
I'm shit. You know, but I do want to know what you're going to do. Like, I want to know, like, are you going to
I want to keep on, recording. I
Well, I mean,
just
you
love
have
doing that.
requests coming in for
Yeah.
Sonar de Pilar, which that is like it's not frustrating. It was just shocking, actually, when you
Very
started.
shocking,
When
yeah.
you started Sonar de Pilar, which that's such a good name. How did you get that name, actually?
By you.
Yeah, there we go. You hear that? That's right. I got that name.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, but people don't know this news. She's not gonna put this in the bio. You know what I mean? So like sometimes I gotta put it in the interview. But yeah, like Sonar de Pilar, when you started that, the amount. I think you went smart in how you marketed yourself, going to like you went to international DJ Facebook groups and all these different pages, like tens of thousands of DJs from all over the world, and started marketing on those pages, and then you just started gaining a stream from people all over the world. Do you even know like all the cities of places? Like producers,
So many.
there's a lot. I've seen Berlin, I've seen Colombia, Dominican Republic, many parts of Mexico, all over the U.S. Was it Spain?
Spain. Yeah.
I don't know, Alaska. It's
everywhere.
it's been
There's
everywhere.
DJs everywhere.
and I'm like, it makes me so curious. It's just like, do they see the hot chick behind the voice on the flyers and just want to like message her and get a request, or were they like just intrigued by the talent? And you have repeat customers; they come back because you deliver every time. That's my insecurity coming in. I'm like, baby, maybe you should have put your face on the flyer. All these thirsty ass cats and shit gonna be coming in here and be like, novia, hermosa, and bonita, and all this kind of shit.
It could be both things. It could be both things,
Yeah, no, it can be both. No, but I know they do come back. You have actually a lot of producers and DJs in Dallas.
I do. I
Diego
actually
Morales.
do.
Diego Morales. He's a comedian. And he's on KNON, and I think he's probably one of your most frequent customers. But yeah, you have a lot of DJs. Houston, Austin, San Antonio.
Austin,
I'm very proud of you.
Thank
Yeah, because you've been doing a good job. And whenever I do my DJ sets, I have my Sonar de Pilar drop every single
We
time.
need to make you a new one. That one's old. It's getting
She needs
old.
to do some DIA drops too.
She needs to do some DIA drops.
will.
She needs to do some Blue Label Johnny drops, and pour it up with Blue Label Johnny. Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty
That
good.
sounds good,
That's,
yeah.
That sounds actually a lot like how she does.
How it
You're
sound?
in the mix with Blue Label Johnny.
Anything he wants, I will say it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Anything you want, she
Anything
will
you
say
want.
it.
I'm very glad Eddie Proof is not alive.
He would have ride. He would have rided.
Shawn, you're not gonna be one to be president when she.
And this is why I'm so mad that I don't have these hot pads, because I'm like putting the air horn for 80 proof. Damn it. Yeah, we had the little electrical surgences and stuff, and something happened to my board. Either way, we were able to record. I can see that we're recording. But so I do hope that aside from Sonar de Pilar coming, you're gonna keep that alive when
for sure, yeah.
Whatever. It's a great business. But I really do hope that you can get into media. I would personally like to see you on camera. I think that you can go into TV. I think you have John, I think
She's really more of a voice. I don't think she's really got the face for it.
John's trying to fight, dude. John trying to get all his cigarettes revoked for the rest of the day. This is BLJ, babe. BLJ is the one that he tries against the triggers.
Very
funny. I'm excited for what we're gonna do in the second segment. I'm not gonna say what we're gonna do, but so you guys will have to tune in for how the second half of this show is gonna be.
You were the worst. You would be the worst magician of all time. You had no sleight of hand, no bedside man. That was supposed to be a surprise. You just dropped the ball all in your segment.
No one knows. No one knows what the surprise
Go
is.
ahead, Shawn. Continue.
No one knows what the surprise is. Not you ruined it. The surprise.
Yeah, I ruined it.
No, but I want to make sure though that we do highlight what you've been through in the radio game, because you've been also a single mother of 3 children before I met you. you know, and you've been doing that through your entire career. You know, what's that balance been like having to play single mom, trying taking care of these little niños while
Well,
getting your job done?
it hasn't been easy, of course, but I'm just very glad that, at my job, I'm able to bring them to, they can stay there while I'm working. My boss doesn't mind at all. So,
Yeah, and I think that's something that tells a lot about how Nacho runs his station, you know, caring about the well-being and the circumstances of his, you know, employees and all that.
I'm
you know,
very grateful that I'm
Yeah.
able to bring them to work. Well,
yeah, Nacho's a real one for that. So, and on another side note too, I think it's also a beautiful thing that you were able to bring your kids to work. You know what I mean? Like, I think like this is not a job that I think most kids, if they were to go to their parents' job, you know, if they're like an accountant or they sit in a cubicle, like that's a very boring job. I think that your girls especially, I know Emmy has too, but your girls especially seeing it.
Emmy was there too.
Yeah, Emmy was there too, I think. I mean, as he got older, he wasn't,
Yeah,
he didn't have to. And now he's, you know, boxing superstar. So he's just training all the
He's
time.
always at the gym.
But for Elisa and Billy, like for them to see that, I think that was a very strong presence for them. And I think it's kind of like, man, you know, my mom has a cool job. I think that like, and I've heard them say like, mommy has a cool, like,
Yeah.
I like mommy's job. Like, and I think that also was a big
Yeah,
inspiration.
they feel very proud.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I go to their school or when I pick them up, and
Yeah.
they're, there's teachers that ask me like, "Oh, so you're at you work for a radio station?"
Yeah.
Because your girls are always talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that you even, you know, there's a good Hispanic community that's in Goshen,
Oh, yeah.
Indiana. And so, like, I'm sure that there's other parents and all that kind of stuff that listen to you on the radio. You're used to coming with me to places like Chicago and even around Dallas and stuff. And, you know.
But tell them that one time that you were in my town.
Yeah, when I was in Goshen, Indiana, my God, like to be the person that she was holding my hand, you know, walking to places, and everyone's like, Pilar, it's Pilar. Hi, Pilar. Like seeing that, like I have never gotten that type of public recognition. Like somebody be like, oh my God, you're Shawn Kay the Showman. Like no one has done that ever in my career. You know, they do it with DJ Illist all the time. Every wedding that I do with Illist and stuff, you know, you probably even seen it. People will be like, you know, thinking that I'm Illist or they're walking past me to go to Illist and stuff. But that day we were walking around, and I think it was was it?
Their
No.
first Fridays in Goshen.
I thought it was like a Spanish celebration thing.
Oh, they were. Yeah. You're right.
It was like a Mexican celebration thing, right?
Yeah, our independence.
Because it was like a
Mexican
there we go. The Mexican
yeah.
independence. That was the weekend. So, when walking around and just seeing,
We barely walked into the bar. Remember,
and
like hear my name.
Yeah, like little
It's a beautiful
girls,
thing,
like
yeah.
teenage girls, and I'm like, these little girls listen to you on this radio station too. But like hearing that, I was like, it was cool for me, like to be a spectator to that. So it's kind of, you know, if you can make so much of an impact in that small town, I'm excited to see what you can do in Dallas.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, you've been loving it here.
Oh, I
You
love
love-
it. I
you-
love everything.
Yeah, I'm
in
excited,
Dallas,
and I know that Dallas will definitely welcome you, and they will definitely embrace you very, very strongly. So I'm looking forward to that day because
Me too,
I'm
babe.
tired of saying
Can't wait.
goodbye to you on
yeah.
airline flights. Now I do want to talk about one thing because
What's that?
aside from the and we won't go into too much detail about it, but you know, aside from the natural challenge that of having a full-time career in radio and all the roles that you play, you start off doing as the traffic director, so you're pretty much the one managing all the slots where all the songs, the advertisements,
that's on
everything that
air,
gets
yeah.
aired, you know. And La Raza's a 24-hour station, right? So I mean, you have your AM FM broadcast, but then you also have, it's like online 24 hours, and you are the traffic director for every single time slot, 24 hours a day, which is a very tedious job, I can
It's
imagine.
a big responsibility.
But then you are also on air doing your segments, you're doing your interviews, you're doing sales and producing and contracts, and it's like you've literally outside of being the owner, you've done every role managing that radio station, you know? Another testament why it's going, I know, going to be a hard loss, but they'll figure it out. But aside from what you have been doing, developing your career full time, being a full time mom as well, you also came off an extremely difficult past. You are a woman of domestic violence, and you are a woman that has gone and seen like every level of trauma that you can ever experience in a relationship. And it's gone to the point where it almost took your life even. And you came through and you know, those one thing I can give you testament of, and I think I say this to you often, is that your kids, and I remember when we started dating, your kids were the last ones I met before we became official, because I thought those niños were going to turn me away so quick. I thought I was going to be like, as soon as I meet her kids, I'm like, okay, now I can walk away. Now I can walk away from this woman and be like, okay, it's not worth it. But your kids are as great as they are because they were raised by you, and they got to see all that. But being able to balance all that and then maintain the mindset going through the trauma that you did, like, can you talk a little bit about that? Because I know that there's a lot of women in the world that I think are trying to figure out, like, you know, they might be in those circumstances and they're in their heads thinking like, is it going to get better? Is there a light? So if there's anything that you can kind of bring to light about maybe your experiences, only share what you're willing to, but like having to go, like, push through mentally through that and everything that you went through and everything that you fought for, and still find a light, you know? Can you
well,
talk a
you
little?
pretty much know my story.
Yeah.
I really don't want to get in details.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I am going through a family court thing. It's pending. It's active.
But I mean, I guess like the challenge, I guess, like understanding that there is a light.
There's always a way out.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is a way out. It's very important, you know, for anyone that's going through it, that you speak. You tell someone. You tell a friend. You tell a family member. Someone. Don't stay quiet. Don't be afraid. There is a way out.
Yeah, because I think it came to...
I stayed quiet for many, many years.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid. I just didn't want to worry my family, my parents, my brothers.
Yeah, and your kids never...
And my kids. I was protecting them, but
that's another thing too, is that you shielded your kids from them ever experiencing any of the pain that you had to go through, you know? And I think I'm like, that was one thing that I think turned me towards you, where I'm like, wow, she's stronger than she like puts herself out to be, you know? You know, just one of the many reasons why I fell in love with you and stuff, you know? But anyways, I think the reason why I kind of wanted to talk about it, just because I know that, you know, I've seen it. I've seen, like, just even in public settings, sometimes, you know, that's a situation that shit's going down in that household, right? I think that, like, during the pandemic, right? Think about even the kids, you know, that are going through child abuse, but domestic relationships that are going through abuse, and people are just confined to their homes, you know? And, you know, fortunately, you know, you were done and out before that pandemic happened anyway. So it's kind of like, and then from that, it's like, either way, it's like, you know, that essence doesn't have a placement in your life, your kid's life anyway. So it doesn't matter anyway. And that's a big part of our growth and us being able to have a future together and stuff. But I think the fact that you were able to still be the person that you are is a huge testament to why everyone loves you, you know, why everyone falls in love with you and stuff. But what if you had a message to say to anybody that, I mean, aside from don't stay silent, but is there anything else that you could say as far as like, if there's someone out there that's going through some sort of maybe abuse, violence in their life, you know, a person, energy that they can't take out, maybe it's even addiction to whatever, or to pain, but anyone that's going through a trauma and trying to move forward, is there anything?
I could say just love yourself. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. There's help everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially now, there's help everywhere. Just get out of it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's been stories where, you know, they just stay there, and they end bad, And I'm very happy that I was able to get out of it.
And look at you now. Look at you now. All happy with this new man and everything in your life.
I'm very happy.
Yes,
Very
right.
happy.
Yeah, you are. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to set up for our next segment, which is a complete surprise. You don't know what's about to happen in this next segment. But we're going to go ahead and let you guys hear these offers from our amazing sponsors, y'all.
All right, recording on GarageBand.
Recording on live.
Woohoo!
Are smudges and marks piling on your sunglasses? Got fingerprints all over your cell phone? And still have the bad habit of using your shirt because you keep forgetting your microfiber cloth? Introducing the Insider Cloth, the innovative best-kept secret to keep the habit without forgetting your microfiber cloth. General Fabrics just puts dirt around and with the moisture can create microabrasions which can damage your glass surfaces over time and still leave you not seeing things clearly. With Insider Cloth, it's super easy. Just press, iron on, and you're good to go. Apply to most of your common wear and fabrics, and it's 100% machine washable and safe. Now you can do what everyone else does, but your secret will be the right way. Go to insidercloth.com and get 10% off your next order with promo code DIACloth. That's DIACLOTH. Insidercloth.com. Keep the habit, change the fabric. And now for all those homeowners out there, whether you need to get a new roof or you have a home restoration project you need to get done, y'all got to hit up my guy, Teddy Johnson of D&K Contracting. He is the most elite choice of all your commercial or residential contract needs. Teddy Johnson has been proudly serving DFW and providing all roofing style needs, as well as gutter and siding installation, custom metalwork, kitchen and bathroom remodels, fence building, window replacements, and so much more. And especially when dealing with those tedious insurance claims, Teddy Johnson provides the most outstanding quality of work and customer service you won't receive anywhere else. You got to email him now at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. Get a free consultation on your next home restoration project or home repair. And of course, y'all, you know I got to talk about my businesses. Do It All Entertainment. For anyone looking to amplify their next live event, whether it's a corporate event, conference, or that special wedding celebration with your loved ones. Do It All Entertainment brings the highest and most dynamic performance entertainment with top quality audio and visuals. There's literally no limit to what we can provide and can be accomplished at your next event. So visit us at doitallive.com or email us at info@doitallentertainment.com. Mention the Metro Icon Podcast to get a unique offer on your next event package. Then, of course, we have DIA Media for your go-to media production and creative consultation needs. If you're looking to amplify your business or brand visual promotions and trying to start a podcast of your own, reach out to DIA Media through our Facebook page and mention the Metro Icon Podcast to get a special offer on your production needs. Yo, now I gotta tell you about my number one spot in all of Fort Worth. This is the Library Bar FTW. It's the most unique bar and entertainment venue located in downtown Fort Worth, Texas. From its chic library ambience, multi-level beercade gaming space, you can find the most dynamic events and party atmosphere you will not find anywhere else. And it's always the spot you can catch me at. Check out the Library Bar at 611 Houston Street, right at the center of downtown Fort Worth, and get everything you could ever want on your night out.
Hey, what it is, what it do? It's your boy Blue Label Johnny giving you the Blue Label Weekend Itinerary. On Friday nights, you can catch me with the lovely staff of Hooters Grand Prairie, kicking off the weekend in style. And on Saturday night, the party's going down. I'm busting out the karaoke. I'm at Eagles Point in Saginaw. And on Sunday, to close out the weekend, you can catch me in downtown Fort Worth at the Library Bar. Check in with me all weekend long, ladies and gentlemen. I'm holding the party down. All right. We have to interrupt your regularly scheduled program because I don't feel like Mr. Shawn Kay the Showman is really going to dedicate the real energy that this requires? Because there's too much history. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly like he said in the start of the segment, like we got to get to know you. And I feel like there's too much shared history between you and our host to really dig into that. So I'm going to ask some more, really dig into this. So I want to know, is this your is radio your passion?
It really is. I love it.
So like as a child,
like every day I go very happy knowing that I'm going to be there.
So where do you see yourself going? What do you want to achieve that you have not yet achieved?
I mean, like Shawn said, I would really love to be in television, like be the weather girl or a reporter. I would love that.
So may I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Why have you not entered the podcast space?
I don't know. I mean, I've been
You
too
can achieve.
busy.
But here's my thing: is I'm saying this because like right now the podcast, like we say podcast, but as you can see, as the multiple cameras our humble setup has.
I love this setup, by the way.
But I mean, even as humble as it is, there's multiple cameras. So if someone, as someone who's looking to, spread their visual awareness, you should be getting into the podcast space. I mean, if you have a voice, which obviously if you're a radio personality, you have the voice. So that's literally one half of the thing. And you're a somewhat attractive female. You know what I'm saying? There's some value, aesthetically you have some value. So you really should think about, I'm sure there are a ton of Hispanic podcasts, but like as far as like in the hemisphere of what's like there's a lot of room, like in the Joe Rogans and the Mr. B, like there's a lot of room in that sphere to like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of growth there. Like, and you really could talk about whatever you wanted to talk about, whatever your personal voice is.
Yeah, it would be something that I would love to do. Actually.
I know someone who does podcasts. I should like introduce you guys. Like you guys could like brainstorm a couple of ideas and.
Who do you know?
Huh? Don't you worry. Don't worry about who I know. Okay, I know who I know. You know who you know. That's it. That's enough.
He knows.
No, you'll never meet him. He did not take advantage.
I'm curious if she did have her pocket. Like, what would you talk about?
Yeah, that's my next question.
Anything.
I mean, but like that's kind of our sphere. We talk about anything on Honor Don't Care.
I would
You're gonna
love
have
to
to
talk about
you have to like
anything.
narrow it down a little bit. I'm just kidding. You don't have to, but like you could do Honor Don't Care, Spanish edition. Like that's
Yeah, hey, in Spanish.
we gotta get her.
I don't think she's got it in her too. I don't think she.
I don't know. I feel like Pilar's got a whole. I mean,
Like I said, my Spanish is way better than English.
no, I'm not even talking. I'm just talking about you. Like he's talking about like your the sharpness, like you're being able to have barbs, like having an edge. I think he says you don't have the edge. I don't know.
No,
I think you got a little bit of edge, Pilar.
You're getting to know Pilar, but you should ask her who Maria is.
Oh no, you.
That
we
sounds like
don't-
an off-camera discussion.
No, let's not talk about Maria right now.
Are we not talking about Maria? She said we're not talking about Maria.
Well, why can't we talk about
Showman.
Maria? Why can't we talk about Maria?
I don't
She's
know.
fun. She's wild.
Oh, now you're talking
Yeah.
about language. Now we get into on air don't care. We get into on air don't care territory. We're not talking about Maria right now. We're
Yeah.
talking about Pilar. Okay, so now, what in your youth is this something that like you like being a radio personality? That was something that you had your eyes set on.
Yep.
So what experiences or who inspired you to even like get into this?
My
Into this
mom.
sphere.
My
So
mom.
your mom is in.
My mom.
She's a recording artist. She's a radio personality.
No, just the person that she was. She was always very social. She loved. She wasn't, a singer or anything like that, but she was very friends with actually my boss. They were very good
So
friends.
you
That's how
had some ins
yeah.
into the. Okay, I
Yep.
got you.
That's why I'm in the radio where I'm at right now.
So I mean, I'm assuming that's where you get the personality from. But so like, and so through those connects, that's how you just like you saw your way into the. Okay,
Yep.
I was like, that's a pretty nice path to your dreams. I mean, not everybody gets to walk the the golden path.
I was going through a very hard time when I decided to be in the radio. So one day, I was very depressed. I was very sad. And my mom told me, get out of the bed. Let's go to the radio. Let's go say hi to my friends. I think you're going to like it. So I met the boss. I met them all. and I stayed there. And they invited me to, to just keep going and check them out, like just to see how radio was done. And I loved it. It was so fun.
So what was like between then and when you actually started working, like what's the time frame?
The time frame.
Like when you got this visit to the radio station to when you
I
started
started
working.
very soon.
So
soon.
what was that first job?
That was my first job.
I mean, but
ever.
what was it? What did you do? What did they have you do? What was
I was doing traffic.
like in the helicopter?
No, but people get very confused with traffic, actually.
Oh, man.
so-
Wow. I was like, yo!
No. So traffic.
Pilar was in the ghetto. Burn!
The fact that you think that Goshen can even afford a helicopter.
Oh,
Yo,
babe.
I come from a small town. Our small town had a
He's
helicopter.
always
So it's like,
giving-
No, that's Texas, though. But Goshen, hell no.
It's not that terrible, people. Goshen is a lovely town. It's a lovely town.
Because even most Indiana people like don't know. I didn't even know Indianians. So like, what the fuck you say?
I was like, I don't know what the correct. I don't know what the correct
But I have no
terminology
idea.
is.
But like, well, so many people from Indiana who don't like know where Goshen is. I'm like, okay, if you look at the face of Indiana, Goshen is the Porta. It's the dead middle right here. That's where Goshen is on the face of Indiana. It's right by South Bend, and it is. I talk too much shit about Goshen.
Always.
I'm
He's
not a fan.
always.
I'm not a
always
fan.
being
That's why I'm getting her and her kids out of here because I'm getting out of that bitch because I'm not a fan of that place.
Well, I've never been there, but I'm
It's
all
a
in
lovely
favor.
town.
I'm
It's
all
a
in favor of
lovely
you
town.
coming to cohabitate with my boy Shawn. He needs his better half here, so you know what I'm saying. I'm all in favor of that. And plus, I can't wait till your kids get here, and so that like he starts sprouting gray hairs like all over
yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that to happen.
Me too. Yep.
I can't wait for that to happen.
One of my dying games is going to start to come up.
Yeah, then look at some point I used to die too. At some point it just like the gray just it just beats out. So, but so you weren't in the helicopter.
No.
Did I get that straight? You weren't in the helicopter.
No, I was
so
not. No,
so if you don't have a helicopter, how are you aware of the traffic situation?
No, traffic like slots.
Slots?
Yeah, like the segments, like slot segments of the programming. Like
Yeah, the
traffic.
programming.
Thank you, Pilar.
Programming.
I talked about this in the first segment if you were paying attention.
I wasn't. That's because you were talking, not Pilar. So wait, this
So
segment.
I'm the person that gets all the orders in. So I work the commercial logs. That's what we call it, commercial logs.
Oh, see,
And then
Shawn didn't
I,
correctly communicate that across.
I
so I'm
merge
glad
the commercial logs with the music.
See, thank you for the clarification, Pilar.
You're welcome.
Shawn, sometimes he gets lost in the weeds, and this is what happens.
It's his birthday.
I'm sure you
It's
know.
his
If anybody
birthday, don't
knows.
get mad at him.
Oh yeah, sorry. I don't like to give people a break on their birthday, so I mean, like he's still gonna get that shit. Nobody gives me a break on my birthday.
Honestly, if you were nice to me, I'd be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, it'd be like he's about to quit on us. So now like after you went from that. That's not what you do now currently, right? For the radio station.
Yeah, I still do it.
Oh, you still do that.
I still do
So
it.
then
I
so
do traffic,
he was.
and I'm on air.
So then Shawn gave you the idea to start your own. Is it a commercial company? Is that what you do? You do when you're doing the drops.
Recording
And that was for the radio
Business.
station, or you did this on your.
for my own. for
Oh,
my
so
own.
tell me more about that. I don't think we really expanded too much on that. Like I want to know more about like how you got into that.
Sonar de Pilar. Okay, well, we started
One more time, because I did not get that at all.
Sonar.
Sonar.
So sounds in Spanish.
Oh,
Sounds by Pilar.
That makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense now.
Sounds by Pilar.
I'm glad that I asked the question for our non-Hispanic non-Hispanic viewers. But go ahead, Sonar
yeah.
Pilar, right?
So, I mean, Shawn knows that I'm very passionate about recording. I love recording.
You do have a very nice aesthetic
Thank
voice.
you.
I can see
And
the drops potential.
drops, especially. Yeah, that's my thing. I love doing that. So he told me, you should make your Instagram page about Sonar de Pilar.
You should do a separate one just
a
for
separate.
yeah,
I have my personal one, and I have Sonar de Pilar, and yeah, I mean it's been growing. I never expected it to reach so many DJs around the world. I mean, my voice is everywhere. I could say.
Yeah,
I'm
but
very
look,
grateful.
that's
I'm so
that's a
happy.
good thing. I mean, like it's amazing that as Shawn gave you the idea for that, I gave Shawn the idea to have you on the podcast.
I always wanted to.
It was just I was like,
But he
how come
never-
Pilar? Haven't you had an episode with
He
Pilar?
never mentioned
That's
it
a
to
good
me.
idea. I was like, yeah, I've got a million of them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was like,
Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
yeah, shut up. So now, how long are we looking till you actually move to the DFW? Because I think
So just waiting for my kids' school year to end. So by
yeah,
the end
you
of
gotta-
May.
you gotta-
by
it's
the
all
end
about
of
the
May.
babies.
Yeah, they're first.
So they're gonna start fresh in the spring. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, I think you're gonna do very well here in the DFW. Like, this is not to like. I'm not a very like. I don't like to break things like racially, whatever. But like this, the Latino market in the DFW is like it's very strong. And you have it seems like you have a very key niche in that. I think you're gonna fit very well. And there's actually like in the radio and some of the TV markets, I know a couple of people, so I might, if you're looking for, I might be able to drop your name and have some people even,
yeah.
workshop
That would be
some
nice, yeah.
workshop some things for you. Shut up.
You guys are funny.
So now, is acting something that you are interested in doing?
Acting. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be good at.
No, so it's not even anything you'd even like entertain.
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
No, all right, that's good to know.
No.
That's,
And it's funny because when you're recording, you have to get in
I mean, some people like now recording now. Whether or not you want to act in front of the camera, I do know that if you're recording
like
in front of
acting.
there's a
Yeah.
certain part of it that is acting. But not everybody that does that wants to do it in front of the camera. Now I am like shameless plug. I am a filmmaker, so like I'm on the constant
the
look.
scenes. Yeah,
I am going to have your fiance in something here very shortly. So what I'm saying, like maybe if you get the spark, just put it in his ear, and it'll be more nothing to.
She has it in her. Like I've even on sometimes she will ask me about oh babe, how does this sound? Like she's trying to deliver a message on a drop or a script. And I will kind of coach her through it, so kind of give her little acting tips. And then even when we do our photo shoot and stuff, you.
Yeah, you directed that
I
very
kind of
well.
directed that a lot and stuff.
He is the showman. He
He is
better
the
be able to do
showman.
But
that.
I also,
he knows.
I was kind of giving you things to act out, characters to kind of play a little bit.
Have you ever done improv?
No.
Yeah, see, I
No, that.
I give him a lot of shit. I have a lot of I give him a lot of credit for that because I don't, not that I don't think I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Not that I do enjoy watching, but I give all the credit because I don't know that I want to be or could even deliver
know,
it,
right?
deliver
Uh-huh.
So I
Yeah, I don't
give
think I
old
could do
Shawn
that.
credit because he's pretty quick witted. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people are as quick witted as your fiance.
And John is pretty good, even though his brain is not as.
Did you record that
I smoke
when
a lot
he
of
was?
I smoke a lot of marijuana.
You and me both. I mean, but you got some years on me. So
Oh yeah, and I'm old, so
Time to
yeah,
tell.
and I'm old, so yeah, there's
Hey,
that
maybe I
too.
could do it when I'm in my Maria character. You never know.
Oh, you're Maria! Ah!
Because the joke is, because her full name is Maria del Pilar Rodriguez. So if she has maybe one more glass of that ranchito, you'll meet Maria.
I've often found that Hispanic women often have at least two personalities. At least. Sometimes more, but at least two.
Well,
What do you
what
think
can I
about
say to that? You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, I love Latin women, but they often don't love me for very long. So they love me a little bit for the beginning, and then they I don't know what it is. Then they then they
You
don't
don't
like
know
me.
what it is?
I have no clue. No.
So
No.
you've
You only
dated
know me.
Latinas? Have you dated
look,
Latinas?
If you look, Pilar, if you looked at the spectrum of women I've dated, you would think that I just take a dart and just throw it at a wall. Like, I've everything under the sun from just about every continent of God's green earth. I have like no preference. I love women,
I will
every
say-
shape, size, color, and whatever. So yes, there's in
Yes.
Texas. Oh yeah, I've definitely had not the last girlfriend, but the one before that was a
Yeah.
Latina woman from the Chicago area. Funny enough, but yes, I like. I have a very I enjoy
Are
Latina
you
women.
working Hooters tonight?
I am. I'll be at Hooters Grand Prairie tonight, and every Friday night for the foreseeable future.
So, but you end at what, like 11, right?
12:30.
Oh, 12:30. Damn. So,
Yeah, I mean, like, look, when you're somewhere till 2, like I always like,
Yeah.
maybe like that's when you were two
Only-
brothers. I
only
used to
reason-
love rolling through there because then I can roll
the
there for
reason
the.
I was saying is because after my show at Comedy Arena tonight, I'm thinking about taking her to Escapade.
Ooh, where's that at? What is that place? What is that place about?
You know about it. Because we had the whole warehouse talking
What is
about it. That's what, we talked about DMX
Whoa.
and shit. We talked about DMX and shit, you know?
Yeah, whoa. I mean, that's a.
But yeah, I'm thinking because she.
They're open late too, though. They're open. I think they're open past 2.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's where I plan on taking her after the.
Well, let me know where you're at. I may roll. Woo, that's a wild time.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been. I've never been there.
It's
I've dropped off passengers there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been there like twice.
Yo, to
It's
navigate out that fucker, like after you drop the bitch off, like to have all these fucking cops and shit, like try and pull you away, and there's cars coming in and out, bro. Like it's like literally trying to go in Arlington during a Cowboys game or something.
Yeah, I mean, well, both times I went and left, like I left fairly early, so like, well, I mean, I don't know what time you left because you were dropping somebody off, but it usually wasn't. I don't remember, but this was years ago too. I haven't been to, I haven't been a clubber in many
I'm
years. So,
excited.
but it is a large Latino nightclub in the DFW area. Like it's
Ooh,
been around for a
fun.
while. So it's depending on when you go, you could be
I'm
waiting.
wearing the right dress then.
Oh yeah, no, technically no.
No? Oh.
Technically, no. There's going to be some women dressing like it's the Grammys tonight, and there's Selena.
Selena.
Well, but there's some.
I have my backup dress.
Oh yeah. There's some. Oh yeah, we got the hood right. You got a little bit of flavor and everything at Escapade. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. But
you get the
there's 8
Cocaine
clubs.
Cowboys. You got
That's
the.
thing, there's 8 clubs in that one warehouse.
Oh, wow.
That's. The,
Yeah, I don't think I've made it around to the whole thing.
Yeah, so I've
Oh,
never
really?
seen it. So I'm curious to actually more so just see what it is. Because
Yeah.
That's what it's known for, is having 8 clubs or 8 different DJs, whatever it is. But they talk pretty much say there's 8 clubs inside there. That's what they
Ooh,
said.
nice. Fun.
I don't think I made it past the main one.
It's Escapade.
Escapade.
It means
I recorded Escapade for Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Oh.
But
I don't think it's the same company. I don't think. It could be. It might be.
Honestly, it could be.
It could be.
It could be. Because if it's like a warehouse thing, I'm pretty sure that this is a big promoter company and stuff that they came through.
No idea. I have no idea.
I will do some research.
Okay.
tonight. I will-
Good.
I will try to cumbia and look around.
But you on a Friday, Saturday night, you driving by, you will just see like lines of cars waiting to turn into Escapade.
wow.
That is like
That's the spot then,
that is
huh?
the Latino nightclub in now it's not so you don't hear a lot of hell you might hear some Bad Bunny in there. I mean, who's not going to play that? But it's more of like a Tejano type of spot, cumbia spot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now I don't know. Now there's 8 other clubs. There may be somewhere. I didn't know all that. I just thought it was just a huge ass one club spot. So maybe
gonna
there
be
is a place where they
interesting,
banging J Balvin and Bad Bunny. Who knows? If they are, we need to go in there.
Yeah.
You would love
We will
What time
find
are y'all-
out.
what time are y'all
we will
hitting that
find
up?
out tonight.
I think the last show ends at 10:30.
Oh, 10. Oh, y'all going there early. Or fairly
Or
early.
no, like 11. Actually, the last show.
Well, I'll hit you up whenever I'm done, see what y'all.
The
where
last
y'all
show
at.
ends at 11, so probably get there by 11 to 12, 15, 12:30.
Well,
Yeah,
whenever I'm
join
done,
us.
whenever I'm
Join
done, I'll hit
us.
y'all up.
Bring
see
a
where y'all at.
friend.
Yeah,
So you can dance.
Blue Label Johnny doesn't have any of those. But I'll definitely hit y'all up to see where y'all are at though.
Okay, yeah.
Please. I want to do a day thing tomorrow too. I still haven't figured it out yet.
what to do during the. Oh, you remember you had some ideas.
Yeah, I had some ideas, but I wanted to do Andretti's go-karting, but like they're like, oh, you need to show up before we open at 10 a.m. I'm like, you don't know what I do for a living.
It's Friday. Like people have jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
So I was like, I'm trying to think of something else, but you know what, man? I might want to do axe throw. I've done it before, but she hasn't, and I think it would be kind of fun. So I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Whatever you want to do, babe. Whatever you want to do. It's your birthday.
yeah, keep those. Keep those.
That's why I fucking with her.
Okay. Settle down. Relax.
Well, I'm trying to make sure that you guys become best friends.
Well, you can't force that. Don't do that.
Why?
Because then that's not how best friends become best friends.
Well, I want you to become best friends.
We may not.
Ask him more questions, Johnny.
No.
Get the fuck out of shit.
So we're done? We're done? Because we need to get out of here soon.
We do need to get out of here soon. We have a dinner at the Mexican. Johnny doesn't like the headphones and shit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these on because I love hearing your voice.
Oh, do you?
In full voice. Yes, I do. But yeah, John. Thank you, Johnny, for. I wanted to have that little segment because I'm a little biased when it comes to you, but I know John was gonna bring some shenanigans, whatever it may be. So, whichever case, babe. I'm happy that you made it here.
I'm very happy I made it here. I thought that I wasn't going to make it because
What are you gonna do?
I was so afraid that
You were gonna sleep in the airport,
canceled.
yeah, and you'd sleep in the airport until whatever flight they can put you
I
on.
would have just figured it out and just make myself get here to you.
Because that's our love, and John gets to witness it in his singledom and see this love.
I
And
may be committing ritual suicide.
oh no! Don't do it. Don't do it. No, you know what? What I was gonna say is because the reason why I wanted John to come tonight is because I know he loves the Latinas too, and I also know that you play a very good wing woman. Very good wing woman. Because I'm a great wing man.
I know.
Like here's the thing is that this is another northern, like I talked about the whole thing about when we were in Goshen and how people are like Pilar. Now let's take you into a place where nobody knows you. People want to be your friend. People want to, like, when we go out to the clubs.
The weddings, babe. Talk about the weddings when I go to.
Yo. If it happened, dude, like, I would be like, what a fuck, man. Like honestly, straight up, it would be something. But, like, even people who don't know who she is.
When I go to weddings with you.
When they go to weddings. When you come to my weddings. When we've been to Rockies. Like, people, like, men and women. Men I know they want to be your fucking friend. Like, they will tell you in Spanish, like, can I buy you a drink? And shit. And, like, I'll be cool with it because you always be like.
I get a free drink, yeah.
Yeah, you get a free drink. And then you'd be like, if my fiance says it's okay. And then he'll look at me like, oh, no, I just trying to be her friend.
Like you have told me before. If somebody offers a drink,
those moments that happen so many times, John, like where they were like when I'll be in the club with her and I might have just went to the bathroom, dog. To the bathroom. I'd be gone for like literally a good 70-second piss. You know what I mean? And like by the time I come back, there's some guy like, so what do you do? Or something. They're like talking to her and shit. And like they want to buy her drinks and shit, and then like I'll be and she's like, I'm with me novia, fiance, you know, and all this kind of shit. I'm like, hey man, if you want to buy her a drink, go ahead. Just like, don't let me stop you from buying her a drink. Just know that she's still coming home with me at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Every single time, you know. But like women, like I think it's like. You and I will dance together and we'll have our fun and stuff. But like when you're just around, like women gravitate to you. They want to be your friend or they want to have the same intentions of all these hungry ass dudes that talk to you too. Like it's one of two situations that happen, you know? But you know,
I don't know what it is, but it feels nice. It feels very nice.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't get it. She doesn't know her power. That's why I love her, because she doesn't know her power. She doesn't know her essence. But she's just shining more and more as we continue this life and figuring this shit out. You know, you're just shining more and more. I'm proud of you, Mia Moore.
Trying.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you proud of me?
Every day.
What are you proud of me about?
Everything you do. Everything you do.
Everything I do? What's
Yeah.
everything? So
Oh my God. What don't you do? You
Tell
do
John-
it all.
I do it all.
You do it all.
Yeah. And I
What
wish
don't
I
you
had
do?
the air horn. Pew, 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 pew.
There it is.
Man,
Yeah.
I'd be stupid
Don't be mad.
machinery.
It's okay.
But I'm excited for dinner tonight.
Me too.
What are we eating?
Oh wait, I thought you were gonna ask.
No,
where are we going?
And I said, where are we eating?
I don't know.
No, where are we eating at?
The Mexican.
The Mexican.
Mexican.
She booked a reservation at the Mexican. Look at her. Conscientious.
I hope you like
She could have
it.
chose the Indian, but she was like, nope, I'm not going to Irving. That's an inside joke,
Because
baby. You'll
I
get
know
it in a
I'm
few
getting
months.
Indian food Sunday morning by your
You
mom.
are. You know what? My mom invited us for a dosha breakfast Sunday morning. Hey, do you want to come for doshas?
Can't wait.
You know I hate those.
Why?
Oh yeah, he hates those. Oh
Why?
yeah, you say you don't mind Italy though, right?
No, I hate Italy too.
Oh, you hate Italy too, but you don't like doshas. Yeah, you're right.
What do you
Upham,
like?
Upham is a different type of dosha.
Like
Oh.
chicken, like the.
It's a little
there's
bit
the-
more sweet.
It's like a pancake with chicken curry thing.
Oh, that
That's
sounds
fine.
good.
Like that's my thing. My mom
So
That sounds
likes it. My
good.
it's
mom
like a
makes the
dosha,
best.
but it's like thick in the middle. Like upham is
Okay.
like thick in the middle and it's crispy on the end, and but it's
a
more
similar-
sweet.
It's similar to a pancake, but you
I
eat
like
But-
sweet. Okay.
but
with
batter
the
is more sweet.
With the meat gravy thing
Yeah.
instead of like a.
Yeah, like
a-
you eat it with more
Can
like
your
chicken
mom make
curry.
those?
Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah?
because the girls love upham.
So is that like a dessert kind of?
No, it's
No?
like it's like
just the
doshas.
Consistency is just a
It's
little.
it's
A
the
little
same.
sweet. Okay.
It's like in the same category of what dosha would be.
Okay.
Like dosha, Italy, like that's in the same
But what
category.
Oh,
eat it
Category.
with is different. You eat it with different foods. So like, and
But
I
it-
don't like the stuff that you eat Italy and dosha with.
It's
That's
like
not
it's
my-
but it's like all specific batter that's pan fried.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. And they're
Okay.
all made differently. Dosha is more flat. It's like a longer crisp type thing. With upham is like it's like thick in the middle, kind of like a pancake, and then it's crispy on the outside. Like it's thinner, like a
It's like
dosha.
you
Okay.
soak gravy up with the middle, but then
Yeah.
like grab the meat with the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to try it.
And she
would
loves.
love
She's
to
been
try
she's been loving. You know what? You want to know something, Johnny? This you might think this is cute, and you know even with your cold single heart, but she actually made booty with me one time.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
But yes.
But we did it.
Okay. Congratulations.
It was
You know
fun.
what?
It was fun.
Show me another Mexican woman.
What's the difference between that and a tortilla? It ain't that big a deal. It ain't that
No,
big a difference.
tortilla is pan fried.
I'm talking about how you make the motherfucker. It's all the same. All that shit ain't that big a difference.
Yeah, well, okay, all right.
It's similar. Yeah, it's very
To-
similar.
to a
Not
tortilla?
Big, not big
Kinda.
tortillas. It ain't that big a difference.
To a tortilla, chapati is close to a
I've
tortilla.
made naan. I mean, what's the little? The naan it rises more. That's the only difference.
Naan
between,
is like pan bread.
how you cook it is different, but how you make
All right.
it.
How do you
all
make
break down
it?
the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
How you cook it is different. Yeah.
yeah, but because like but booty is like oil fried.
Yeah, we don't do that with
Again.
tortilla.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
Cooking is different. How you make the stuff is all very like.
Oh, the dough, like the
The
dough.
dough, yeah. The
Oh,
hand
okay,
motion, yeah.
That makes
It's
sense.
similar,
But-
yeah.
but booty is pan fried, like it's oil fried. So like we
Yeah, we
made
don't do
those
that.
right, and we were, we were flipping, just like that was the first time that like I made booties, because usually whenever I would help my mom and just be the pressing, I would just press down the thing because on my shoulder, and so like I would do the pressing down for her, but she was the one that was always working the pan, but like it was just me and her, and we decided.
I just did that with your mom
Yeah.
last time I was here.
Yeah, last time she was here. Yeah, it's coming
It was
together,
fun. It
John.
was special. Yeah.
Do you see the happiness in my face when I talk? My fiance and my mom are just having moments
I
together. It
love
makes me
it.
happy. Okay, we got to go ahead and close this out. You've watched the show, so do you remember how I close out my podcast episodes, babe? If
Yeah,
watch my
you
show?
usually ask something that, like a phrase or a positive message to the world, I could say, I would like to say, very simple, just keep going because your future self will be proud. Just keep going.
Because my board doesn't work right now. All right.